It's happy hour, besties. Woohoo! It's Friday. Welcome to Friday.
Friday, getting down on Friday.
Ooh, I like it.
That is a jam to this day.
Right.
It's still a jam.
Oh, gosh.
Rebecca Black. Oh, shit.
I know. It's still a bop. Have you seen her recently?
Nope.
She's a little vixen with her titties all out.
Oh, God.
No, for real. Like, she's hot.
I don't like that word. I'll be honest.
You don't like titties?
No.
What do you say?
No.
Breasticles?
Breasticles?
Breasticles.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so.
Boobs,
I guess boobs.
God, I love
boobs.
titties. It's such a power word for me.
You say it a lot. I do say it a lot. I think every episode. I don't know.
I wouldn't go that far.
Is this why that person told me the other day on a call that our podcast is not their cup of tea? And I was like,
sir, fuck off. This podcast isn't for you.
oh, okay. And I didn't have a good, I need to, this is like, remember I told you at that time that the guy was like, don't have asked this. And I had a response in the minute. I full ass everything, you know. I didn't have a response in the moment. I was so a bit taken aback. Like on a networking call, someone would. Yeah. Okay, right. So I had like a networking call set up by somebody else, and you know, I know I was literally.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Worst nightmare.
Oh, God.
And the thing. And we can probably talk about these because all three of us actually got one from someone yesterday who reached out to us on LinkedIn asking individually for us to set up calls to give us our takes on his business. Like he has a business. And he's like, I want your feedback on my business. Like, huh?
My feedback is your business sucks because you're reaching out to me like this.
Yeah. And I stress this enough. We are busy. We're busy, like very busy. And
everybody's
well, hold
busy.
on. I loved what you said though. Like, would we be reaching out to Monica Lewinsky, Jason Bateman to be like, hey, Jason Bateman, do you mind looking at my business model and giving me your thoughts? Like, we would never do that.
Or do you think I'm funny?
Hold on. I feel like I'm saying we're celebrities. We're not. But like,
no, everyone's doing that to everybody on the LinkedIn, especially. Yeah.
Right. I do think and I struggle with this because on one hand, I'm like a shoot your shot person, and I appreciate that someone in their invitation was clear about what they were looking for. But as I said to the ladies, I clearly was like, I barely have enough time to live. Like I constantly am like, okay, trying to figure out like my to-dos and sometimes taking those calls. It's all fine and good, but then it's like the energy beforehand, energy after. Like even as an extrovert, like I get tired mentally. I feel like drained. And so anyway, on this particular call, which was, fine and good relatively, but then they're talking about podcasts and they were talking about their podcast and they were like, I know yours, like, HR Bestie is very successful. It's not my cup of tea. And I mean, okay, fair. Like, again, there's a reason that we don't have 5 stars. I think we're 4.9, which is exciting. But like people aren't going to like it. But it was odd to be on a one-to-one call with someone and someone telling you to your face. I guess, again, better that than have some comment that's like rude. And I didn't ask in the moment, like, tell me why. I could probably guess, starting with the word that Jamie started the podcast with.
That Jamie girl says titties a lot.
Yeah, it's that watch.
But it's like occupied space in my head all week, that conversation. And then and the ways I could have reacted in the moment other than like,
he made 3 pretty savage comments too that you told us about.
Wait, so what happened then? So you all had a networking broker basically like put you together to fill your dance cards with each other to have a connection. I guess extroverts do this. I'm trying to figure this out.
Like a friend.
So you had just like a random networking call with somebody. And the connection was that you both have podcasts, right? So you're 2 of my friends that have podcasts. Why don't you let me introduce y'all. You all maybe have a connection networking call. So you do that. So you're both going in with that frame of mind, right? And then what were the other savage things that he said?
One was like their business. They do a bit more of a niche business. And they're like, you do manager training, but pretty crowded market, I guess. But you tell me. Okay. I'm like, what do you mean? Pull up my P&L? Like, I'll, you know, like, here's, I know, right? Like, here, we're doing just fine. I have a little bit of a unique approach. So anyway, but again, I also was like, well, yes and no. You know, then I'm explaining like, well, I have it, but there's actually really nothing comparable to this. You know, then I'm like, why am I
defending yourself to an insecure man?
Yeah. Well, then I don't know. It's just at the end, then it's like, let's work together. Like, I mean, probably not. But I did, like Leigh, I was thinking to myself after I got off the call, I wish I had Leigh GPT. Because of course I'm like, yeah, okay. And like, again, like same thing. It's like, shoot your shot. Like we can work together. Like I don't have, I certainly hopefully don't have too many enemies, but like, okay, like, yeah, maybe, I guess you never know. Leigh would have been like, I don't think so.
Yeah, I may have cut out the call or cut off the call. You know what I mean? It depends. Like if he would have said, well, it's not my cup of tea, I would have went, damn, okay. So why isn't it your cup of tea, right? Like I'm going to seek to understand. I'm going to let him offend me, or I'm going to let him explain himself, because what a thing to say. It's loaded. Right? That's a loaded thing to say. Like, you can't bullshit a bullshitter, you know? You can't come to me with something loaded, because I got something loaded over here too. You know what I mean? Right. Like, I'm going to be ready for you, right? I mean, you know, I'm going to call you on your shit instantly. Podcast. No one gets to put their shit past me. I'm one of those, you know? So I am, you know, but I roll it in sugar at first, and then I go crazy when I know that they're coming from a bad place. I go insane. Okay? Like really street quick, you know?
Poor Dan, my husband, because I've made multiple times I've now brought it up with ideas of what I could have said, and I'm making analogies to this, and I say this is like the situation of at work. If you do something, like you do a good job or you do something, and the manager has to come in and cut you a bit, like has some kind of like comment, like you work your ass off or something, and then the manager's like, oh, I see a typo on page 3, and that's it, and you're like, okay, I gotcha, but like, what about the other, 12 pages or 4? Like what? And so
hey, let's do this. I got an idea to rudely cut you off, but it just, let me remember it. I've got ADHD, so let me just get this out real quick. Even me just saying this, I'm forgetting. Hold on. It's like one of those days. Yeah, I know. It's like it's real time thinking here. What if, because we know he doesn't listen to this podcast, you connect me with him, and I will set up a sacrificial call with him, even though it's the thing I hate to do most in the world. And I will network with him and let him tell this no face that same bullshit. And I will call him on that shit. I will ask him. I'll do it sweet at first. I'm pleasant as hell, y'all. I'm charming as hell. So if he says, well, I've listened to the podcast, but I don't really like it. Oh, you don't like it. Do tell. Tell me why you don't like it. I want to know every single reason why you don't like it. You know? Like, I will dig into this for you if you would like me to, so that you can sleep.
I love this.
And then I'll talk about, I'll come up with all the research in that call about how manager training is untapped market. I'll do like everything you want. Like, just like give me the script for justice. It's a script of justice. That's what I need you to send me. And I will do that just for fun, just to enjoy myself, you know? We should do that though.
We're busy, but not busy enough to fuck with you.
I am never too busy to fuck with somebody. And that is it right there. And I need that on a t-shirt, because that is so true. I teach lessons every fucking day, people. I coach lessons to assholes every day. And I will do it here.
I want to challenge you a little bit on that t-shirt idea, because verbally it sounds great. If you say it on a t-shirt, people are going to miss the word with. People are going to miss the word with. And you're going to have a lot of people. Like, that's one of those shirts, if you see like I won the Masters in big print, and it'll be like, I won a ticket to watch the Masters at the local bar. You know, like the little print. I love to.
I took it somewhere else.
People.
So it just says, I fuck people
every
is what
day.
it would say.
Every day. So it's 8 a.m. Shit. Are you looking to fill that dance card, please? So,
Oh my gosh. Which reminds me of our shirts. Like, please don't give me that shirt. Yes. You know, we're going to HR Tech, which is in September. It's in Vegas. And we have this little thing where we're each going to buy each other naughty T-shirt. I don't know how else to put it. You know what I mean? Like it just whatever. It's going to be risque. Is that the way to say it? Like, you know, just something tacky, quirky, whatever.
I found the perfect shirts because I bought 2, one for each of you. And I'm like, Josh, even my husband was like, oh my God. I'm like, I know.
Okay. I'm excited.
Really?
I mean, yes.
I haven't got mine yet. I've got some things in my cart.
Is it, so let me ask you this, because I've had a few, but is it tacky, funny, risque? Does it need to be risque? Probably not.
No, it can be anything. Anything that suits the person. But, you know, you saw Jamie's face right there. No one else did. I did. She did a little thing. Like she's like, mine risque. Like, I'm sure hers are going to be questionable and probably pretty embarrassing at best.
Yeah.
Pretty nasty. Maybe risque over there. I could tell just by looking at her face here.
A bit of an inside joke that I found that I was,
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As it should be. They should be inside jokes, right?
Oh, yes.
So we'll take video. Like we plan to, there's like a trend, like we saw, you know, the young people doing it online about, you know, getting each other shirts and stuff. And then they surprise each other on vacation. They go into the bathroom, then they walk out this walk of shame, you know what I mean? Wearing the shirt, you know? So we'll definitely, we'll have a fashion show for sure in late September. So look out for that.
Did y'all ever do those fashion plates back in the day?
Yes. Oh my God.
Where you like back in like 80s and 90s, you like would do. Oh, it's good. I think actually I do think that they still have them. It's fun. It's like a creativity thing.
It's like little plastic hard plates and there's a raised part on it and you put a piece of paper over it and you like color over it. And so it like imprints. But the best part about it is you can you know, mix up the bottoms and the tops. And so I thought, oh, I'm going to be a fashion designer. I'm going to be a radio DJ / fashion designer at Benetton.
Oh, totally. Yeah. And I would, because then you can, you trace it. And you, like Jane said, you can swap in it out, like get crazy, have like a jersey and a business skirt, a pencil skirt. And then the socks, like I'd have one sock teal, one sock magenta, always like, and then like maybe like a hair tie, getting crazy, like real cute. But total events. I think I've seen that on Millennial Misery, Jamie.
Oh, you're bringing back the memes.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely have posted that at least 1 or 2 times.
Oh.
Are you struggling to get the much needed sleep you deserve? Well, luckily, it's Great Sleep Summer with our partner, Via Hemp. Via Hemp uses natural benefits of hemp for high quality wellness products. They're trusted by over 250,000 customers, including me. They have a new Dreams formulation with all different options to customize your sleep journey. I've taken it and had sounder sleep. And they don't just help with sleep. They have all sorts of gummies with and without THC. From Focus, I've used that one too and really liked it, to putting a pep in your step. Via has something for you. And if you want the convenience of home delivery, but wondering, what will my neighbors think? Via legally ships to all 50 states in discreet packaging directly to your door with a worry-free guarantee. No medical card required. Yeah, you heard that right. Legal shipping right to your front door in every state. So if you're 21 plus, you can get 15% off with our exclusive code, Besties. Just head to viahemp.com and use the code Besties to receive 15% off. Remember, you have to be 21 and over. But go to viahemp.com and use code Besties at checkout. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Get the rest you deserve with Dreams from Via.
So one thing I know we wanted to touch upon in this happy hour is that Jamie was late. So she was late to throw her under the bus, but she almost got pulled over by a police officer because she may or may not have done an illegal UE.
I did.
To get here.
Yeah, so my oldest is in middle school football practice. And so he gets done at like in the middle of the daggum day. So I had to pick him up and we were all...
Wait. Did you just say daggum?
Daggum, yeah.
I love daggum.
Okay,
I love that.
So I'm literally on the way home. I wouldn't have been late. And then my son goes, oh, his little bestie, who's also on the football team, needs a ride. And so I was like, mother, I'm not going to let the poor kid, walk home, because it is a good 2.5 miles from the school, and it's raining. So I busted a Huey. And a cop definitely saw me, but luckily I didn't get stopped, and his little bestie got picked up. So, and they are downstairs screaming. So I'm glad y'all can't hear it. Having the time of their lives.
And Leigh and I had time for a drink to start the happy hour and talk shit about Jamie, like a good, good besties. So. But
I'm usually never late.
No.
That's true. You're early. You're the early one. I'm always late. But Ashley, didn't you almost get arrested? Starting rumors. Didn't you almost get arrested?
Many times. There is an intersection. Sometimes there's an intersection. And I was at an intersection the other day, and I yielded at it as I thought I was supposed to. And I glanced, nobody's there, and quickly turned out. But it's right near a church. And so there's all these police in the middle of the road. And I turn, and there's traffic right there. So I stop. This police officer walked up to me with that look are you a fucking idiot? And I look, and he's like, really? He's in front of a cop? And of course I'm like, the fuck did I do? And so he's like, you didn't even bother to stop at that stop sign. And I was like, oh, I thought that was a yield sign. And he was like, it has 8 sides. And I was like,
wait a minute.
Kind of trying to glance back. He's like, take my word for it. Feel free to look at it next time. But don't run a stop sign when you're in front of a police officer. Just please. And I was like, Anyway, as you can imagine, I've brought this up to so many people I know. Hey, let me ask you this. The corner of this intersection, do you think it's a stop sign or a yield sign? And people are like, I don't know. They're like, I think it's a yield. And so I do not consider myself an influencer or things like that. I am influencing the people of Dunwoody, Georgia to stop at that stop sign. So I'm trying to take my experience and do good. But I was laughing thinking of it, because on the 7th time I brought it up to somebody, I'm like, Leigh would have some thoughts about this, and Jamie would chuckle because I can't let me ask you this. What do you think? Would you stop or yield? Probably yield. Well, don't do that. Don't do that, especially not on Sundays. So
it truly is a stop sign there.
It is a stop sign. I saw that the next time. I said, And I almost stopped and took a picture of it. And then I was like, okay, well, now I'm not going to use my phone in my car, as you're not allowed to in Georgia. And see the police officer, it's Curb Your Enthusiasm. But anyway, it was I've been chirping about that all week.
So you've been kind of a junior police officer for your community, basically?
I'd like to think so. I have law enforcement. I'm trying to enforce the laws and build awareness. It's like PSAs. It's a public service announcement. So I'm trying to bring that into conversation. And shockingly, nobody really wants to continue conversations with me much after that, if that's what I'm bringing to it.
Because you know what is so funny about that to me? You asked for my reaction, right? Is that since you assumed it was a yield or you did something bad, then the whole town must be doing the same thing. Right? You know what I mean? Because how could you? Yes. I mean, if it's you, surely everyone is taking this as a yield or this one stop sign unserious. You know what I mean?
Yes. It's a shared experience.
It is.
Because all of a sudden, it's the in my mind, I can see the reel of times when I've seen cars, cruise right through that, a yield sign, as I have clearly many times before. And so it is. I have to assume it's a shared experience, which my survey, or people are just saying what they think they want me to hear to make me feel better, which is probably true.
Does that one stop sign look like a yield sign? Does it have soft edges, or is there a tree that blocks it? Kind of, because y'all are so tree-y over there.
We are very tree-y, and so yes, there's trees nearby, and it's just the placement of where it is. Something, I mean, there's traffic coming from the left, right? But something about it's off. And so now I think I'm going to just set up an appointment at City Hall, go meet with Dunwoody's mayor, Lynn Deutscher I talked about, and just ask, can you make it less safe at this intersection, please? Can you remove the stop sign and turn it into a yield to reflect reality? I think it's fair.
Either that or get the lights. You know how they have some of the stops? No one's honoring this. So you go one way, pick a way. You make it a yield. Yeah. You remove it all together, or you start putting the lights on this bitch because no one's obeying this one stop sign.
Exactly. It's like at companies, people are like, what is this unhinged conversation? But love a good analogy. It's like at work when, someone's leaving and they're like, okay, if you pay out vacation, like how many vacation days they have left? Oh, they have 17. Huh? They've accrued 17. I know they've used more than that, but nobody uses the PTO request system. No one uses it. And so then at the end, it's like, well, wait, they've taken the vacation and now we're paying them out for it. I'm like, well, so this is the equivalent of the unused PTO request form, is this stop sign in Downey, Georgia. Jamie, you know what I'm talking about?
Do. It's where it kind of I don't think I even stopped at it.
You see, Jamie did see. Dang. Here we are again. I'm spreading. So it's like an off kind of like off kilter thing. So people that are listening,
well, because it merges into
all of you. So yes, exactly.
And see, you said this on purpose. This story on purpose to start coaching and teaching too. That one stop sign. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, exactly. There we go.
So would you pay out that PTO? You pay out what's in the system, or would you waste your time? It's a loaded question. Investigating the actual vacation days of someone who's leaving.
I would investigate
after the fact. You would, wouldn't you? I could tell. Yeah.
Would it? Well, let me ask you this: would it depend if you treat everyone fairly? But would it depend if it's like a nice person or a not nice person? Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's yes. And I've seen those situations. I probably would be hard pressed to go in and do an investigation. And I would say to the manager, this is why you need to make sure that your team is doing this. Would probably be my inclination.
Yeah. We just need to manage better. These damn people. Oh, man.
Well,
lots going on.
You have some manager training if you can find it. If you can find it.
There's a market for it. I don't think it's tapped out. Damn. Okay. Let me know. Make that connection, girl. And I will get on the phone with that bitch and have that networking conversation.
Make sure you drop the word titty.
So good.
Oh my gosh. Well, we don't know. We don't know if that's why. We don't know if you're the reason and your vernacular is why this isn't his cup of tea. It could be me and my bad attitude. Listen, me and my ways.
Employee data is important. And you know what else is important? Backing up that data. In the world of data loss, ransomware, you name it, you need to make sure you have a plan. And if you don't have one, then you should look at Backblaze. All those questions you may have. Wait, is it expensive? It's just $99 a year. How does it work? You get one admin console, and you can use it across multiple machines. They've restored over 55 billion files. Backblaze even has a service where you can restore a hard drive by mailing it in. Now, I personally know of businesses that have had the issue of, oh gosh, we forgot to back it up before sending it out. The cleanup on that was not fun. So seriously, back your stuff up. Sign up for a free trial to see why Backblaze is recommended by Inc. magazine. Go to backblaze.com/HRBesties. That's backblaze.com/HRBesties.
If you listen on Spotify, every episode, there's like a poll that you can do. And so I'll make our poll. Why is this podcast, if this podcast were not your cup of tea, why would that be?
Can you open?
And I would have Jamie's word.
Open like people can write, damn.
No, it has to be polls. No. Are they back?
No.
Are the questions back?
Now they have, so they changed it. You can just, now it just says comments and it's just a standard Spotify thing. So there was a thing where we could add, I don't think we can edit it. They basically you can go and send things and the comments come to us and we can publish it. And it's kind of Jamie's husband puts very funny things. We've talked about this. Sometimes I publish.
Sometimes she can't
Sometimes
publish.
I do not publish. I don't, but I do polls.
I think we should ask if Leigh should avenge Ashley.
Yep. I like this. That is,
and I will. If you all want me to, I will be a seeker of justice.
I love this. That is what we're going to make it.
I will totally do that.
Okay, respect.
Oh gosh, well I know that we got some hard stops going on here. It's Friday. We got to keep the party going. But any feel goods, anything anyone wants to share? What's going on this week to close us out?
I actually have one, guys.
Oh my God, Jamie.
It is my baby's, Johnny, 7th birthday today.
Oh,
so tomorrow we have a birthday party for him. And then my husband's birthday is on Sunday.
Ooh. Wow. They're that close?
Yes. Well, we got to pick Johnny's birth date. And it's actually falls on Josh's father's birthday. So that's why we picked that. And yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It's 2 days before. So yeah, so my little Leos, we're celebrating them this weekend. And I'm very excited about it.
Oh, some pool time or what?
Yeah, Johnny, we usually have a giant bash of like 50 people at our house and do water slides, and we have a pool. And this year he said to me, and like we go all out, like, you know, my husband's a chef, so he cooks the whole spread. And Johnny said to me, he goes, I don't want a baby party this year. I want to go to the trampoline park.
Oh my God. A trampoline.
So we're going to a trampoline park for a big boy birthday party. So it's a little sad, but also I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, no, that's the best.
Like I literally just show up with cupcakes.
So and money.
I'm kind of
that's it.
Like, yeah, I'm like
facts.
I'm like I'm spending probably just as much the same amount, but I don't care because all I got to do. Yep. I just arrive with cupcakes.
Before.
Well, you can if you miss having those backyard water slide parties, you let us know, and we will have a Besties bash in your backyard. Lena, we will show up. Wait, you can count us
y'all
in.
See, my house is like a party anyway. It's like I usually have. No, y'all know. I mean, I usually have like 10 to 12 kids here every weekend anyway, so it's not
just another day.
Yeah, it's just another day. So
menagerie, the roosters, Jamie's, all with the kids galore,
dogs, cats.
And then there's Jamie floating in the pool, just chilling, living her best life. Yeah. I love it. Every weekend, I look forward to those videos.
Oh damn! What about you, Ashley? Besides your crusade for the stop sign,
that's taken up a lot of my mental energy.
I know it has
a lot of my energy. But I'm actually getting my kids back today from summer camp. They've been gone for a month, so we're getting them. So I'm excited to have all the snuggles, hear all those things. Oh certainly, I'm sure have an urgent care appointment for impetigo and all those Oregon Trail diseases that I never really remembered until they popped back.
Dysentery.
Yes, exactly. So we will be fording the river, and but yeah, I'm very, very excited. So,
oh.
Well, they look like they've been literally having the best time at camp. The pictures you shared, holy cow.
Yeah.
Like, what an experience for them. Those are like lifelong memories that they'll talk about.
This is why I manifested right around I HR manifestoed right around the time we were starting the podcast. I really want us to do an adult summer camp. And have a little bit of business, like some continuing education credits. Needed to halt maybe a drink ago. But have that, but also have a lot of fun and community and make tie-dye shirts. So
yeah. Like I just want a Besties bash, like you said, maybe a little learning, some fireside chats over wine, drinking,
Brat summer. Summer 2025, it's happening.
Yep.
Yeah. But I think
that's what I'm saying.
We're doing camp in Vegas. Remember, that's what you said. I was like, I want to do camp. Jamie's like, that's what Vegas is for adults. I'm like, that's true. That's where we could get away, So we'll definitely do that. I wanted to just give a shout out. I had a really cool dining experience this past weekend. And so I went to this new joint in San Antonio called Nicosi. And I don't know if anyone saw my stories on it, but it's Chef Tabell Bristol Joseph, and he is incredible. We met through an old coworker of mine, but he has this new place, Pullman Market, down at the Pearl, and this restaurant, no kidding, no cameras allowed. I've never seen that before. They put a sticker. They put a sticker over everyone's cameras when you go in, and you go into this dark, like black curtain lined room, and the kitchen's right in the middle, the serving area, and you're just like, it's just designed to where you focus on the food and your palate and the taste. Wow. And it's just this sensory like explosion. I mean, it is intense. Fun. It's absolutely brilliant.
Very cool.
But highly, highly recommend. It was gorgeous. It was delicious. But boy, that like made my week. I can live off that there for a while. He's going to change the menu every 3 months. So I'll be back. I'll go like 4 times a year to do that because I'm into that, So that is badass. Like when y'all come back down here, whoo, man, I mean, it is mind blowing, like what's put together. I felt like Ratatouille.
So no chicken tendies and fries, huh?
No.
I'm kidding.
No.
I love that.
But they got that shit, in some restaurants there. So all sorts
awesome.
of San Antonio, big foodie town. So if you're into that, definitely come on by. But I told him, I was like, shit, I feel like I'm in New York City or something. Like this is next level. And to be down here in San Antonio, like, wow, so major shout out there. It was delicious.
Oh, now I'm hungry. What's everybody's go-to appetizer? Like a Chili's style appetizer, like not some. Well,
I mean, you're gonna do the trio there at Chili's. No, chips and salsa at Chili's.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I can do that.
I haven't been to a Chili's in like probably 15 years though.
Oh, what? I was Chili's like 2 months ago.
I love Chili's. It's just it's hard when you have a chef husband. No offense, Josh, I love you, but like I mean, it's hard because. He obviously his palate's it's better than mine, let's just say. And so I like a Chili's chip and salsa,
Yep.
The simple things. Simple things, I like a caprese with the burrata.
Yes.
Yeah. So give me some of
I'll
that
just take the
cheese
burrata.
shit,
Are you kidding me? Just give me it with some balsamic glaze.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Oh, some pickled onions on that bitch. Oh my God. Extra basil. Damn,
I know. I
guess we
hungry.
are hungry.
I know.
We got to get some apps at this happy hour going.
Some fried. I'll pop some fried pickles on there.
Ooh, I love fried pickles. That's a good app
Anything
too.
fried.
Sure is.
I'd eat fried dog shit dipped in ranch.
Well, I'm going to change the poll. Should Leigh, 2 questions, should Leigh make the call and should she eat fried?
Anything dipped in ranch.
Oh, yes.
Can't go wrong.
Anything fried. Fuck. Oh, anyway, I guess we are hungry. Damn, I guess we should all get to.
Okay.
I know. We all need to get to appetizers and whatever else. But we wish everyone a happy weekend, don't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Don't forget your feel goods today.